Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the 17th lecture on Bode plot. Uh, in our last lecture, we have started uh, understanding the phase equation because the phase plot from the Bode plot is the plot between the phase angle versus the frequency in log scale. We have seen how to find the phase equation. The phase equation phi you need to compute from all the terms of the open transfer function g of s, h of s. So convert the transfer function into time constant form. But for finding phase equation you don't require also to it is not necessary to convert into a time constant form. But you know that the phase contribution from the zeros which are in the numerator is positive, and the phase contribution from the denominator terms, this is from the poles, it is negative. We have also seen the phase contribution, that is single pole at origin, 1 by s. 1 by s is minus 90. 1 by s square is minus 90 into 2. 1 by s cube is minus 90 into 3. So we now know that how to write the phase equations. So once you have the phase equation phi with you, then you are drawing a table. You are calculating the phase for different values of omega, and while selecting the omega you include all your corner frequencies. Okay, that would be better for you. And you start from some lowest corner frequency, go one decade behind, and start from that to the highest corner frequency till highest corner frequency decade. You take all necessary omega, you compute the phase. Now once you have this table with you, then you need to draw the phase plot. So let's see how we can use this table to draw the phase plot. So arbitrarily I am writing some omega and phase, okay. So let's say I am preparing a table. Let's say omega is 0.1 and phase was, let's say, 110 degree. Let's say 0.3, it was, let's say, minus 110, minus 112 degree. Let's say 1, it was, let's say, 150 degree. Let's say 10, it was 160 degree. Let's say 100, it is again let's say 192 degree, minus 192. Okay, this was the case. You need to include corner frequencies also. So let's say corner frequency is let's say 1, let's say 2. So you need to find the corner 1. Let's say, so this is minus 153 degree. One corner frequency is, let's say, you say 40. So this comes around minus 185 degree. Okay, for example. So I have a table with me with omega and the phase phi. Now how to sketch this on the Bode plot, on the phase plot? So you know that this is my semi-log graph paper, okay, and these are the different cycles. This was 0 dB axis, okay, 0 dB, and this is actually, let's say, minus 180 degree line, okay. This is magnitude line. This is so this is actually, this is log W. And now you can give scale to this also. So let's let's say this is minus 150 minus 150. Okay, yeah. Let's say this is minus 130 degree. Let's say this is minus 90 degree. Sorry, 180, 150. So this would be minus 120 degree. This would be 90 degree, minus 90 degree. This is minus 90 degree. Okay. All right. Now, so this is 0. So this is 0.1, or let's say this is 0.01. This is 0.1. This is 1. This is 10. This is 100, and this is 1000 in log scale. So 0.01 is this. 0.1, 1. Okay. So 10 raised to minus 2, 10 raised to minus 1, 10 raised to 0, 10 raised to 1, 10 raised to 2, 10 raised to 3 logarithmic scale. This is how the axis of the log omega is defined. Okay, for example. And note down, this is minus 180 degree line. This line is very important. Okay. Now 0.1. So when the frequency is 0.1, you have 110 degree. So when frequency is 0.1, 110 comes somewhere here. Okay. So I will mark the point. 110 is somewhere here. Okay. Then 0.3. So 0.1. This is 0.2, 0.3. 0.3 is minus 112. So let's say somewhere here. Okay. Then 1, minus 150. 1 is minus 150 is here. Okay. All right. Then comes 10, minus 160. 10 is minus 160. So minus 160 comes here. Then 100. So minus 192. So 100 minus 192 comes, let's say, you can give this also minus 210. Okay. So this is minus 210. Okay. So 100 minus 192. So somewhere here. Then 2 minus 153. 2, 1, 2. It's somewhere here. Okay. Then 40 minus 185. 40 is 10, 20, 30, 40. Somewhere here. Okay. So I have marked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points. So now with free hand, you need to join all these points. Okay. With free hand. Okay. So this is the phase plot. Okay. This is how the phase plot is drawn. Note that it crosses the minus 180 degree line here. It crosses this phase plot. Phase plot crosses minus 180 degree line here. This is known as phase crossover frequency. This frequency, omega. Okay, you can, let's say this. So this frequency is known as phase crossover frequency, which is known as omega PC. Omega PC. PC stands for phase crossover frequency. So now the phase crossover frequency is the frequency where the phase plot crosses or intersect minus 180 degree line. So this note down that this point would be very important, phase cross frequency. Okay. So this is how the phase plot is crossed or crossing the minus 180 degree line, and that frequency is known as the phase crossover frequency. So now we understood. So this is a free sketch, okay? It's fine. So so to have a smooth curve, I think now you need to select the appropriate values of omega, okay? And how you convert, how you will get phase from the phase equations, and we have learned how to write the phase equations. All right. Now, so we understood the magnitude plot and phase plot. Now let us combine to understand how we can check the stability of the system. So now let us assume that I have let us assume that I have a Bode plot with me. So let's say this is 0 dB line. So log W, this is 0 dB, okay? This would be 20 dB, this would be 40 dB, or this would be 60 dB. This is minus 20, minus 40, okay? I have a minus 180 degree line. Okay, this is minus 180 degree line. All right, and let's say now with the corner, I have converted into time constant form. I have all the corner frequencies with me, and with the help of corner frequencies, I know the slope changes. And let us assume that the magnitude plot is drawn. So let's say, okay, let me have this value. Now I have okay, let's say this is 0.1, let's say this is 1, this is 10, this is 100, let's say this is 1000. Okay, this is minus 180 degree line, okay? Alright, so let's assume that this was the magnitude plot. Let's say this is minus 20 dB per decade line. This is minus 40 dB per decade. This is 0 dB since it is parallel. And let's say this is again minus 40 dB per decade. Okay. So this was the magnitude plot. This is magnitude plot. And I have a phase plot with me, for example. And so phase plot is drawn from here, from the phase versus the frequency. Okay, and let's say the phase plot is this is the phase plot. Let's see. What is this? This is minus 180 degree line, and it cuts here. Okay. What is this? Omega PC, that is phase crossover frequency. This is omega PC, phase crossover frequency. Now, note down this point. This is the magnitude plot crossing the 0 dB axis. This is known as gain crossover frequency, that is omega GC. So, omega GC is gain crossover frequency. So, gain crossover frequency is the frequency where the magnitude plot crosses the 0 dB axis. Omega PC, that is the phase crossover frequency, is the frequency where the phase plot crosses minus 180 degree phase line. Okay. So once we identify omega GC and omega PC, and then we can ascertain the stability of the system. So let's see. Please be careful. You can rewind this video as many as times so that you can understand this. In this example, we have assumed that I have drawn the magnitude plot and I have drawn the phase plot. Based on that assumptions, I'm asserting the stability of the system. So from the magnitude plot, I can get the omega GC, that is gain crossover frequency. From the phase plot, I can get the omega PC, that is phase crossover frequency. All right. Now, these 2 points are very important. Okay, omega GC and omega PC. Both are frequency. Okay, omega PC is the frequency refers to here, maybe around 90. Okay, and GC is around this is 0.1. This is 1. Okay. So around 3 or 4. Okay. All right. So now, now you project this line into minus 180 degree line. Project omega GC on phase. Okay, on phase. Phase is this. So I will project this. Don't have. So this is the projection. Okay. All right. Now it is this. You project omega GC on phase. So this is the phase. Okay. So based on this, since this is phase plot, axis is here. So maybe this is minus, let's say 150. Okay, degree. So base. So this gap is 30 degree gap. Okay. So this is known as phase margin. Okay. This is known as phase margin. How to get phase margin? You project omega GC, that is gain crossover frequency, on the phase plot. On the phase plot. Phase plot is here. And how much it is away from? Upper from minus 180 degree line. Okay, here. So this gap, total gap is around 30 degree. So 30 degree is the phase margin. And since it is on above minus 180 degree line, it can have lower also. Okay, but it is above. It is crossing the phase plot above. So it is plus 30 degree phase margin. Okay. All right. Similarly, you project omega PC, phase crossover frequency, into 0 dB axis line, into gain plot. Okay. So this is how projection is there. Okay. And it crosses here. So this gap, you take this here. So it was here. So since this gap is 0 to 40, something less than 40, let's say 36. So this is gain margin, that is GM. So it is 36 dB. Okay, 36 dB. And the phase margin, it is 30 degree. So to get the phase margin, project omega GC on phase plot. To get gain margin, project omega PC, that is phase cross frequency, on the gain plot. So on the gain plot, this is, since this is gain plot, I need to see here. So it is somewhere around less than 40, so 36 dB. And since it is lower than the 0 dB axis, this is low. It may happen that this crosses here also. Okay. But now, since the phase margin and the gain margin, they are between 0 dB line and minus 180 degree line, they are positive. The phase margin and gain margin are, if the gain margin is lower than 0 dB axis, positive. If the phase margin is upper than minus 180 degree line, positive. If the gain margin and phase margin both are positive, the system is stable. If any of the thing, that is either gain margin or phase margin, is negative, then the system is unstable. Once again, let me remind that how to check the positive or negative phase margin or gain margin. See, you need to calculate the phase margin. So you have to find the omega GC. Omega GC is the frequency where the gain plot crosses the 0 dB line. You have omega, you need to calculate omega PC, that is phase crossover frequency. Phase crossover frequency is the frequency where the phase plot crosses the minus 180 degree line. Now once you calculate omega GC and omega PC, then you need to project this. This is gain crossover frequency omega GC. You need to project on phase plot. So phase plot is this and it crosses here. Since it is above minus 180 degree line, it is positive. If it is lower minus 180 degree line, the phase margin is negative. And here similarly, you project omega PC on the gain plot to get the gain margin. If the gain margin, if it crosses below 0 dB line, then that is gain margin is positive. Or you can say when phase margin and gain margin are positive, when phase margin and gain margin are in between the 0 dB line and minus 180 degree. Note that minus 180 degree axis should always below the 0 dB line. Then and then only this statement is true. Okay. If you draw minus 180 degree line here, then this statement is not true. Okay. Of course, you can draw it anywhere, but just to make you understand that how to find the positive or negative gain margin, this is the best rule, that you draw minus 180 degree line below 0 dB axis. This is 0 dB axis below that, and check that gain margin and phase margin are in between the 0 dB line and minus 180 degree line. If they are in between, then the straight away both are positive. If both are positive, the system is stable. Now what is gain margin? So see, this margin, gain margin is the margin of stability, or phase margin is the margin of stability. What it means? Let's say, for example, if somebody is, if there is a running competition, and some are saying that the number one participant who came number one or gold medalist is won by, let's say, team A is won by this many runs, or it may he or she have won the race by this many seconds. Okay, so that is the margin of their winning. Okay, so here the gain margin is 36 dB. It means it has still a cushion of 36 dB of instability. See, it can lose 36 dB to have instability. Okay, so margin of stability is the margin of instability actually. Okay, that is that margin, it is ahead of the stability or instability. So once you, so from this you can ascertain the stability of the system, and this is closed loop stability. Okay, so from the Bode plot you need to calculate the phase margin and the gain margin, and both should be positive. If any of the phase margin or gain margin is negative, the straight away the system is unstable. Another point, the effect of steady state gain K. See, the phase plot doesn't have any effect on steady state gain K. Okay, but the steady state gain K has an effect on the gain plot. Now the gain, if you increase the steady state gain K, then this corner frequency will not change or the slope will not change, but the complete plot, I mean the magnitude plot will move up and will move down. Okay, so let's say it will move up, then this is the plot. If it is moving down, something like this. So gain has an effect only on the gain plot, the steady state gain. It doesn't have any effect on the phase plot. While calculating the phase equation, we have not taken the K anywhere in the phase equation. Okay, but here the by what amount K will the gain plot will move up and down if you are increasing K 20 log K times, decibel times. Okay, all right. So this comes the end of the Bode plots. Thank you.